here's the reality of that promise. Tax increases across the board, whether you're single, married with kids, or a single parent. Your taxes, they're going up no matter what Yellen says or Biden says about it.
So let's bring in member of the House Financial Services Committee, Congressman Byron Donalds. Congressman, it's great to have you. They literally are lying to the American public. Yes, they're not new taxes per se on people who are making less than $400,000. But you know what? If you're a single parent making $52,000, your taxes are going to go up when the Trump tax cuts expire by almost $1,500.
First, good to be with you. Let's get right to it. Joe Biden is a liar. His staff is lying to you. The cabinet secretary is lying to you. Janet Yellen obviously does not know how to count, because if you get rid of Tax Cut and Jobs Act, taxes will go up on every subgroup of Americans. Those are the facts. Number two, more revenue has gone into the United States Treasury than at any other time in American history, adjusted for inflation, under the Tax Cut and Jobs Act, aka the Trump tax cuts. It has worked for our country. People were able to keep more of their money. Our economy has blossomed and grown despite Joe Biden and his terrible policy, all while the government making more money. But they can't campaign on that because it's a Donald Trump idea, and yes, he was right, and yes, it works. So they have to lie. That's what's going on here. Keeping the Tax Cut and Jobs Act in place is the best thing we could do for our economy. It is the best thing we can do for the American people.
And very simply put, you let that expire and you're going to raise taxes on middle-income Americans who you promised you wouldn't raise taxes on. So Joe Biden and Yellen, they're lying to the American people, to your point, Congressman. We also want to get your take on the anti-Semitic campus protests across the nation. Florida, you've set yourself apart from the liberal madness on many issues, and this one's no different. The University of Florida had perhaps the best response to the students acting out, saying, quote, "This is not complicated. The University of Florida is not a daycare, and we do not treat protesters like children." And Governor Ron DeSantis also spoke out on this morning.
I look around what's happening at places like Columbia, and the inmates are allowed to run the asylum. It doesn't work that way. You have a right to support or not support Israel. That's the First Amendment. You don't have a right to pitch a tent in the middle of campus and commandeer some of the property.
Congressman, you're a Florida guy. I have to imagine that the residents of Florida, whether they're liberals or conservatives, have to applaud Governor DeSantis for taking tough action on radical kids, saying it's not going to happen in Florida, may happen elsewhere, but not in our state.
No, our voters are very happy. Listen, America's governor has proven once again he's the best governor in the country. Kathy Hochul should be ashamed of herself, letting what's happening in New York continue. Where is the National Guard to restore order? Where is NYPD to restore order? Look, if you want to protest, that is a fundamental constitutional right. That is not the issue. The issue is that these students have taken over the campus. They are abusing other students in the process. They are stopping other students who paid their money to go and study and prepare for final exams. That should not be allowed. So again, New York and the progressive left have proven that they will basically allow craziness to occur while students and regular people suffer. This is not a recipe for success. This is why we should not be following the Democrat Party or any of their policies, because it leads to foolishness like what's happening at Columbia and so many other universities around the country.
It's just like during the pandemic. Florida setting the stage, doing the right thing, and the blue states, they just can't get their act together. Congressman Byron Donalds, great to have you tonight. Thank you for being here.